In this video, we are taking our web to the next level by making the header dynamically based on the page you're on. We'll start the header differently on the project detail page here. Just by turning into client component to utilize hooks and use the URL to detect which page we are on. We'll see how to conditionally render component like a header here compared to other page. Take a look, right? And then this back button. This page does not have a back button, right? And then another thing is, the header style, like background color and padding. And as a bonus, we'll add a logic to hide the arrow button here. So when your text section is aligned to the left, or when your text section is aligned to the right, then we will be hiding the arrow button here. It'll be the minor polishing just to improve user experience with the cleaner page specific layouts. Yeah, so if you like this kind of content, please do not forget to like and subscribe. Now let's deep dive in. Okay, so now we're gonna make the header looking different between pages. In the project of detail page, I'm gonna have a different style of the header. I'm gonna change this component into client component because we'll be using the hooks that is provided by Next.js. Okay, so what I need is the path name of the URL. Our URL is currently looking like that. Somehow we need to find out which page we are in based on this route. My strategy is just to check if our URL has this much, right? Our product page does not have a slash, right? So that's the way I can find it out, right? So now use the path name. With that path name, I'm gonna say is project to detail page, or is project to page, right? With that, you can just path name dot includes project to and then slash. Do not forget to add the slash, right? That's the way we can differentiate between product to page and product to page, right? Let's try to conditionally render. Okay, so here give the CN utility function. When is product page, then I'm going to give dark theme this time. Oh, looking good. And I want to make the padding a little bit differently too. So in the container here, I'm gonna also give the CN utility function. If is a product page, then py maybe 4, because while they're building the website, they more likely focusing on this main section, right? So just trying to minimize the header. And then if you look at it carefully, we still have the text here with the span tag and then WB. I don't want to have this one. Instead, I'm gonna have back button here. To do that, I'm gonna have the logo renders dynamically. So it's text shown or something like that, right? Is text shown, then we're gonna do that, right? So I'm gonna give the prompt here. So type prompts. If is text shown, will be optional and then boolean. And then by default, this one will be true. Okay, is text shown by default is true, right? Then we are using this logo conditionally. So if is text shown, if it's not product is product page. Okay, so then now it should be gone by now. I don't see that anymore, right? So the text is gone, which is good. And then another thing is I want to have back button here, right? So what I would do is, just creating one component called back button. But of course, we need to wrap div tag here. I will have back button. Of course, we need to create the component. Here, back button, tsx, and then back button. I'm gonna have a button here. Let's import it first. with the variant that is the link arrow left, and then a span tag with the text back. Let's try to import and then see what's going to happen. Oops, let's shut down the dev tool. We don't need it. So currently looking like that, right? Of course, we need to style it. In this div tag, I'm gonna give class name flex, and then maybe items to center. And then let's give some gap to maybe 1 rem. Okay, so looking good. Let's go to the back button. Here, I'll be using event as well. So I'll use a client. We need to have router, use router from navigation. Okay, with this guy, I'm gonna have click handle here on click. I will say click handle click. So with this function, I'm gonna change the navigation. Okay, so router dot back, the same as this button. We have UI looking like that, right? When it's a project detail page, then I'm gonna show the back button. Otherwise, I'm not gonna show. So here, this back button also needs to be dynamically rendered. Is a project page, then we're gonna show that. Otherwise, don't, right? So if you go to the previous page, which is projects, we are not gonna see the back button, right? And then the logo WB is kind of very ugly. I'm gonna change it. Okay, so here, web builder, let's take a look. Yeah, this one's so much better, I would say. Web builder. Yeah, let's leave it this way. And then this launch button I only want to have when we are landing page. Let's go to header again, create another variable is landing page, which is path name is equal to that. Here, if we are is a landing page, then we'll be showing this button. So currently we see that, but if you go to projects page, we don't see that. And then in the project detail, we don't see that anymore. So looking good. So let's mark 100% here. So this is how it's looking. So I kind of like it. So this one's good. Another thing that I want to do as a bonus is I don't want to show this left button when my text section is aligned to the left. And then when my text section is aligned to the right, I don't want to show the right arrow button here. So it's going to be pretty simple to fix. I'll go to the text editor component. Oh, sorry, text editor component. Then we have text section position right here, which is these two buttons here. So I'm gonna pass the row position, and then I'm gonna render dynamically. Okay, so oops, sorry, row position, let's pass as a prop, and then let's accept it. Row position is enums.row position, and then here I'm gonna filter it out. Okay, so when my text is on the left, aligned to the left like that, then we should not show the left button. So to do that, I'm gonna filter it out here. So here, dot filter, and then each button, if the button dot direction is the enum as well, that is left or right. Okay, so left, right, both are lowercase, right? We need to change it here, right? So if the button, the direction not the same as row position, I need to accept that row position. So row position, currently they're not comparable because both are enum. That doesn't make sense. There is no overlap, right? So to do that, I'm gonna, anyway, the enum is kind of, where is it? The all uppercase, right? But whereas this direct enum is all lowercase. So I'm gonna change it to the lowercase and then making it as a string. So let's give it a shot. So then now, take a look. Our left button does not show anymore. But when it's at center, it's gonna show. When it's right, we don't show the right. So let's make it big and then test it. So right side, we don't show any button. But left side, we don't show any button. So depending on the alignment, we show button or not, right? So yeah, this is it. This is it. Looking good. Thank you for watching. We're gonna continue in the next video.